Hello everybody and welcome back to K Tutoring. This is a GCSE question. It's expanding and simplifying quadratics. Okay, let's begin. We have an example here which says x plus 4, x plus 6 in two brackets, so we multiply this. So we have to expand this and simplify to get a quadratic. Okay, expand and simplify, okay? Expand and simplify. So first thing what we do is we use the first bracket. So we're going to multiply both of these with these two. So we do the x first, multiplied by x, then x multiplied by 6, and then 4 multiplied by x and 4 multiplied by 6. Okay, so first things first, x multiplied by x, which gives me x squared. Okay, then the same letter we multiply that by the 6. Okay, so x times x, they're both positive anyway, x squared. X times 6, it's all positive, is plus 6x. Then we do 4 multiplied that by x, which is no positive, plus 4x, and then finally we do 4 multiplied that by 6. Okay, so 4 multiplied by 6, so positive is 24. Okay, that's basically expanding these brackets. So x times x, x squared, x times 6 plus 6x, 4 times x is plus 4x, and 4 times 6 is 24. It's all positive numbers. Now we need to put all the like terms together. So I can only see one x squared there. I can only see one number there by itself, but I can see x is there. Okay, x is there. So I'm going to copy this down, put it down a bit slightly. We're going to have x squared, which stays where it is, and plus 24, which stays where it is. But these are like terms. So plus 6 plus 4, which is plus 10x. Okay, and that is it for that question. Okay, that is it. So these are quadratic. So we expanded these brackets to get to this, and then we simplify to get to this. Okay, that is it. Now let's go to another example. Now we have p plus 7 multiplied by p minus 8. So again, the first bracket, we get the p and we multiply that by p. Okay, so p times p is p squared. Okay, then we do p multiplied that by minus 8. Okay, now when we added p times p, that was positive, that was all positive there. Then p times minus 8, so you're going to have a minus 8p. Okay, then you're going to circle the 7. Okay, the 7 times p, it's all positive, they're positive, that's a positive. 7 times p is plus 7p, and then the last part is 7 times minus 8. 7 times minus 8, which is minus 56. Okay, so p times p, p times minus 8, 7 times p, and 7 times minus 8. Okay, let's put the like terms together, which I can see. There's 2 p's there. There's only one squared there, which is there. Okay, there's only one number there, which is there. Okay, and we have minus 8 plus 7. So you're on minus 8 at the moment. Well, you're going up 7. So you've got 1 left. So minus p. Okay, you can put 1 there, but we leave it. Just leave it as p. So p squared minus p minus 56. A big gap there. Okay, so this is your quadratic. This is your answer. Okay, so you can leave that out. You don't have to put 1 there. Just leave a p. Okay, so we have p squared minus 8p plus 7p minus 56. Put the like terms together and you get that. So all I've done is expanded, which I've got this, and I've simplified, put the like terms together. Okay, and that is it. Okay, really straightforward. So there's 2 examples there. Okay, 2 examples. There was the first one, and there's the second one. Okay, I hope you found that easy to understand. Okay, now there's 2 parts to this video. This was expanding and simplifying. Okay, going from brackets to a quadratic. Now we're going to do the opposite and go from a quadratic into the brackets. Factorize. So now we're going to do the opposite, going from here to there. Okay. So we are going to factorize. Okay, factorize. Now let's begin. So remember, we had the brackets, we went from the brackets to the quadratic. Now we're going the opposite. So what do we need? When you factorize, you need 2 brackets. So 1, 2. Okay, 2 nice brackets there. Now the first number I can see, or the digit I can see, or the letters I can see is x squared. So we're going to have an x in the first bracket and an x in the second bracket. Why? Because x times x is x squared. I'm going to write down the answers here, which should be the same as this. Okay, so x times x is x squared, which is there. Now I need 2 numbers to make 15. 2 numbers multiplied that by to make the last digit, which is 15. So 1 times 15, or 5 times 3 is 15. So let's do 5 times 3 for the moment. Okay, so 5 times 3 is 15. That's the last digit. Always remember the multiplication is the last digit. Okay, 2 numbers multiplied together to make the last digit. Remember, the same 2 numbers you have to add or take away, okay, to make the middle number, which you can, because 5 add 3 is 8. You can do that, yeah? So 2 numbers multiplied together to make the last number, and the same 2 numbers add or take away to make the middle number, the x, okay, which we can. Okay, 5 plus 3 is 8, which we can, okay? So we're going to use 5 and 3. So 5 goes in there, 3 goes in there. Okay, they're all positive numbers anyway. So we're going to put a positive, which is nice and easy for now. Okay, positive, okay? So if we expand this, x times x is x squared, x times 3, which is 3x, then 5 times x, which is 5x, and then 5 times 3, which is 15. And they're all positive numbers anyway. Now remember, we put the like terms together. So we've got our x squared, we've got our 15, I'll put paper down slightly, okay, we've got our 15, okay, now all we do is put these 2 together, 3 plus 5 is plus 8, so positive. Now as you can see, x squared plus 8x plus 15, x squared plus 8x plus 15. So this works. This works, okay? So these numbers were correct. These operations were correct, okay? So previously we did, we expanded and simplified these brackets, and we got this answer. But now we're doing the opposite. We're factorizing, so we have to put these in, this quadratic into a bracket. Yeah? We've got the answers, x plus 5, x plus 3. Are they correct? Yes. You have to expand and simplify to make sure they are correct. Okay? Right, excellent. Let's do the second part of this video. Okay. Second part of this question. So factorize again. Factorize means 2 brackets. So let's do 2 big. Oh, that wasn't that big. Okay, that wasn't that big. Okay, 2 big brackets there. So what do we need? So we know x squared. We know there's an x in there and an x in there. That makes x squared. I'm going to put it down there to prove that these are correct. Okay, so there could be a y in there, there could be an a in there, but we know it's x. So x times x is x squared. This is correct. And now we need 2 numbers to make the last number. 2 numbers to make 60. So 1 times 60, 60, 20 times 3, 60, or 12 times 5. Now why do I choose 12 times 5? Why? Because if I add or take away the same numbers, I will get the middle number. So 2 numbers multiplied together to make 60, which is 12 times 5, and the same 2 numbers add or take away to make this. So 12 add 5 is 17. So 12 and 5 works. 12 and 5 work, okay? They work. Is it positive or negative? They're all positive, so we're going to put a positive in there. Really, really straightforward, okay? Right, so we know x times x is x, so we're going to expand now, expand. X times x is x squared. So now what I'm doing is proving this is correct. I'm proving these brackets, these numbers and these operations are correct, and we should get this answer, okay? So x times x is x squared, x times 5 is 5x, it's all positive. 12 times x is 12x, and 12 times 5 is 60. Okay? Yep. So if you put the like terms together, which is there, okay, x squared we've got, I'm going to circle that, okay, 60 we have, I'm going to circle that, and the last part, all we need to do is plus 5 plus 12, 12 plus 5 is plus 17x. A nice little loop around that, and that is your answer. So we had this quadratic, we have to factorize, put this into brackets, which we did. We found the values and the operations. We have to prove this is correct by expanding and simplifying, and we should get the same answer. So x squared plus 17, x plus 60, x squared plus 17 plus 60, they're correct. So these numbers were correct, we put in there. Okay, so this was basically factorization. This part, factorization, okay. There's one more example that we could do, because they were both positive. So this is slightly different because we've got an x squared plus 2x minus 15. Okay, so let's get our two brackets again. Remember, this is factorization. Okay, so two big brackets there. Okay, so now what do we do? We know there's an x in there, we know there's an x in there, and that makes x squared. Okay, we know that. So that's done. Remember, two numbers are multiplied together to make 15. So we could do 1 times 15 or 5 times 3 is 15. Let's try 5 times 3 for now. Okay, forget the sign for the moment. So 5 times 3 is 15, but same two numbers. Same two, if you add or take away, you get the middle number, which we have. So you can either add or take away. But we've taken it away. So 5 times 3 is 15, which is the last number. The same two numbers, you add or take away to get the middle number. So this works. So what are two numbers? Our numbers are 5 and 3. Okay, excellent. Now, it's the positive or the negative. Where do we put the positive and negative now? This is the trial and error part. Okay, because we need a plus 2. We need a plus 2 here. So normally when you do this, you do x times x is x squared. Then you do x times 3. Okay, so x times 3. So if you do x times 3, that would be 3x. Okay, and then you do 5 times x, which would be 5x. So you got to play around with these plus or negatives. I'm going to put here a positive in there, a negative in there for now, and see if it works. Okay, so x times x is x squared. X times minus 3, so it's minus 3x. Okay, then we have a 5 times x. It's a positive, they're all positives, plus 5x. And then we've got a 5 times a minus 3, which is minus 15. Okay, in order for me to get that minus 15, I have to have one negative. Only one negative to get that minus 15. If I have two negatives numbers multiplied together will give me a positive, which I don't want. Okay, so two negatives multiplied together will give me a positive. So I have to have these, one of these negative, one of these positive. Okay, so it could have been positive there, negative there, or negative there, positive there. So we know that. We definitely knew it was going to be one or the other. So positive, negative, negative, positive. Okay, but which way around we don't know. Whether the plus goes there or the plus stays there. Okay, but we do know it's a plus and a minus. Yeah. So does this work? So we've got the x squared, which is excellent. I'm going to circle that. We've got the minus 15 because 5 times minus 3. That's brilliant. So we've got the last two, but is this correct? The 2x. Is the 2x correct? So minus 3 plus 5. If you do minus 3 and you go up 5, yeah, you get a positive 2. Because you got more positive than negative, so it's going to be a positive. You got a plus 2, and that's what we need, and that is what we need. So we have x squared plus 2x minus 15, x squared plus 2x minus 15. It's correct, okay? It's correct. It works. So this was a different one, okay? This was a different one. They weren't both positives, okay? So it's a positive and negative, or it could be a positive and negative there. Always remember, the last number is the number that you multiply two numbers together. And the same two numbers that you found that, you take away out to get the middle number. So once you've done that, it's just a matter of figuring out where the plus and the negative goes. Okay? Now if it's a negative there, you're going to have one of these negative, not both. Because if you have both of these negative, this is going to be a positive. So you can have two pluses there to make that a positive, or two negatives there to make that a positive. Two ways of doing that. If you've got a negative there, you need a positive and a negative, or a negative there, a positive there. One negative you need to make that a positive, one negative, okay? Right, so you've done your brackets, you found your numbers, you put your operations in. Is this correct? You expand and simplify. That's why the first part of this video was to expand and simplify. Remember, I gave you these brackets, I told you to expand and simplify. This is the reason why. Because now we have to do the opposite, where we factorize, we put this in brackets, and then we expand and simplify. Okay, I hope that was clear, and I hope that was easy to understand and straightforward. I hope you're enjoying these videos. So this video contained two things: expand and simplify quadratics and factorization, which is putting in brackets. Two things we did today. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And share with your friends. Share with your friends these videos. If you have recommendations for me to make any more videos, let me know. So today's video was on factorization and expand and simplify. Okay, thank you very much for tuning into my videos, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Okay, have a good day. Bye bye.